The story is about a mother and her child, a boy. He happens to be a good son, making good grades at school, well-tempered, kind to everyone. And there's this scene, a rather intimate one, that keeps repeating itself each time he arrives home from school. He tells his mother about his day, the good grades he got, that everything went fine. Then his mother takes him in her lap. The boy nestles in, and they spend several seconds in silence, slowly swinging and her caressing his head, immersed in the sweet memories of their beginnings and the joy of having each other. She wishes they stay the same for the rest of the day, but he's got homework to do, and she has to prepare the food for dinner, so they must depart. But the same would happen the next day, and each and every day for weeks, for months. The highlight of the day, a kind of sacred, intimate liturgy, a routine of the most precious kind. But one day something unexpected happens. The mother suddenly finds herself wishing his son would make some bad grades, do something inappropriate, bring bad news from school. But why is that? Who would wish such a thing? The only answer we can think of is that she wants to make him remember how precious these moments are. For even the best things one can get used to. The possibility of losing these scenes of tenderness might teach him that her love is not to be taken for granted. But no, that's not the mother's concern here. What she wants is to take the boy in her lap on that day too, the same way as before. She is longing for some change, even for some bad news, only to show her son that no bad grades, no mischief could change her compassion, her tender feelings for him. That the same precious scene would occur on the day of bad news as well. She is frightened by the idea that as time is passing by, her son would be inclined to think that all this is for his good performance. She is eager to demonstrate that although she is happy about his doing well at school, her love has nothing to do with his results or behavior. There is no reason for her love. It is the source of their relationship and not the result of something else, something relative to it. Can we imagine such a mother? I think we can. Even if we often fall short of being like her, we know that's how parents are supposed to be. We know that this is what love is supposed to be. Why then is it so hard to believe the same of God? I think we assume that showing this kind of love is just too risky. Will it not spoil us in the long run, making God to be our fool? Will it not make Jesus and his cause the victim of human violence or indifference over and over again? We do not know, but we are invited to hope it will not, and we are invited to live this hope. There is no love without risk, and we cannot love without making ourselves vulnerable. In fact, the more compassionately we love, the more vulnerable we become. It is not different with God, as the final chapter of Jesus' earthly life reveals. And yes, God became the fool of his love for us, as Paul boldly put it. Are we ready to believe that God's power is made perfect in weakness, the weakness of his unconditional love? God has made her point in Jesus Christ. Do we accept the challenge?